We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight it's a spring training matchup between the Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Gene Segura standing in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Gene.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. Comes in with 6 hits in 35 ABs. 2 of those hits were for home runs. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Right side, but it's well foul. This is on the ground over to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is third. The right fielder, number 3.
Settling in now, Bryce Harper. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. And it's gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Batting 5th, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. He swings and grounds it to short. Camargo brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Titans strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Philly. Digging in, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. The 1-1. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Harper on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He has 7 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. That's popped up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in now, Nick Williams. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 1 out.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 on its way. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8.
So next to the plate for the Phillies, Maikel Franco. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's a .303 hitter. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
Stepping in now, Vince Velasquez, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Franco leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit to third. Donaldson's up with it. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. 1 left for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. It's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. His lifetime line against Velasquez: 2 hits in 7 tries. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the line. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Johan.
Now in the box, Johan Camargo will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Too high, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 the count. Here's the pitch on 2 and 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at bat, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gene Segura.
First offering on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Lifted in the air to center. Inciarte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, Dero. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Albies ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 5.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. First delivery to him on the way. This is pulled into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves nothing. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Herrera comes on now, and he has it one down.
The catcher.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 2 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Hit hard on the ground is short. There's Segura. And there's out number 2. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Julio Teheran. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Make it 9. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. No balls and a strike to count. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. Markakis has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
In now, Vince Velasquez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2. This pitch is popped up. Freeman takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Hernandez.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Lifted into center field. Inciarte's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Phils tack on 1 more on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves nothing. Here's Ender Inciarte. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And the Braves have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Well, now unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Inciarte, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Squared that one up just a little late. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Harper will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. One for the Braves on the Freddie Freeman double. We played 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Braves 1. Touki Toussaint will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Number 62.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
For the Phillies, the right fielder.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Harper.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Lifted the other way to left center. Acuna is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
The 0-1 on its way. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or two before this one ends.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Up next will be Nick Williams. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First offering on its way. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up. Now ready once again, Odubel Herrera. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Markakis giving chase. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 6-1. Ready now, Johan Camargo. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Hernandez. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Up next for Atlanta.
So the base is empty here with one away. And that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th. And next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Mike Soroka will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 40.
Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Lifted into center field. Inciarte on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
One out for the Phils in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 2.
So stepping in, Gene Segura. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies brings it in. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Charlie Culberson is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Charlie Culberson.
James Pazos will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Pazos.
set to deliver the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ender Inciarte. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
The right fielder, Nick.
So digging in now, Nick Markakis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. Hard on the ground towards short. Segura has it. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Philadelphia's on top, 6-1. Back here on the show. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Colby Allard is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
The right fielder.
Stepping up now, Bryce Harper. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bounce to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out the dugout, right? They're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Rhys Hoskins will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Gone! And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His third home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Bryce Wilson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Nick Williams.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Hard hit ball to second for 1. On to Freeman, a double play. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that means Maikel Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left, but just foul. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Into the box, James Pazos. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 7th inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. The Phillies lead it 10-1. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. Now a long throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And the next in is Johan Camargo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And they keep rolling here. They're runners at the corners with still nobody out.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
0-1 the count. No hits to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Williams. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. At the plate, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line drive to center field. Pereira is there. 2 gone. Dansby Swanson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Dansby.
A fastball in there for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. Camargo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, one thing's for certain. That makes the manager look like a genius right there. He calls on him to pinch hit, hoping for any kind of spark, and he gives him a little bit more than that, blasting a double that almost...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Phillies lead this one 10-3. Darren O'Day enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 56.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura is head-to-head with Darren O'Day. He's 1 for 2. Hit on the ground to third. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out.
Now that second baseman.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Markakis, and it's gone as they add still another.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Line hard toward right center. And that's in there, base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Standing in now, Nick Williams. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 11 and the Braves 3. Here's Nick Markakis.
Leading up for the Braves.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 now to Markakis. A bouncer to the left side. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The first baseman, number
1 away
5.
for the Braves here in inning number 8. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. High in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Here comes the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Hit to short. Segura fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. And it's not going to help them. It's 11-3. A.J. Minter enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Standing in, Maikel Franco. From the stretch. This is in the air out to left field. Acuna is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The pitcher, number 61.
Stepping in, Edubray Ramos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Albies is there, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. Digging in and looking for more, Ronald Acuna starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In there at the knees, strike one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Segura for 1 on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The second baseman,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Ozzie Albies earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Albies with a 1-1 count now. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Braves. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1.
1 strike.
Albies stands at second with 2 gone. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3, and with that, the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Phillies put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Vince Velasquez is the winning pitcher of record. Julio Teheran permitted 6 earned runs.